We need to solve the system of equations and write the answers in ordered pair. So when we solve a system, we could solve by elimination, we could solve by substitution. In this case, I'm going to solve by elimination. And that's because I can see I've got negative 4x in the top and 2x in the bottom. If I multiply this whole bottom equation by 2, I'll get 4x, which will make those two cancel out. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So I'm going to write this top equation over here. We get negative 4x plus 3y equals 13. I'm going to multiply this bottom equation by 2, making sure to multiply each term. So I get 4x minus 4y equals a negative 16. Now, I've got my two equations. I've got these x terms the same but opposite, which was the goal. So now when I add the two equations together, those will cancel out and become just 0. I can do positive 3y minus 4y, get a negative 1y equals 13 minus plus a negative 16, or 13 minus 16, get a negative 3. We need to solve for y, so divide by 1, negative 1 on both sides, so we get y equals a positive 3. Now that we have 3 for y, we can substitute it back into either equation. It doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to do the bottom equation, actually. So we get 2x minus 2 times 3 equals a negative 8. So I get 2x minus 6 equals negative 8. Add the 6, and 2x equals a negative 2. Divide by 2 on both sides, so x equals negative 1. So my final answer will be negative 1, 3. Now, if we wanted to kind of double check this, we could substitute this point into both equations and see if it's true. So what I mean is we could take the negative 4x plus 3y equals 13 equation, substitute this point in, and see if it works. So negative 4 times negative 1 plus 3 times 3, see, does that equal 13? So negative 4 times negative 1 is a positive 4 plus 9, which does equal 13. So that can give us some good confidence to know this was the right point. If you could also plug it into the other equation too.